BJ, let's start with you. Your favorite bet in the Premier League.
Brighton -140 at home against Fulham, a spot I've had circled for quite a long time now. Brighton is an absolute offensive juggernaut under De Zerbi. 1.85 expected goals per 90 minutes. They've created 10.2 expected goals in their last 5 matches, averaging 1.7 expected goals at the Amex. So this is just a really, really good attack. And they've been incredibly dominant as a team against non-Big Six sides, plus 8.6 expected goal differential. The Fulham defense, it's got to regress at some point. Out of the World Cup break, they've allowed 4 goals off of 10.1 expected. This is still the second to last team in the Premier League on expected goals. They've allowed the most big scoring chances. They've allowed the most shots inside the 6-yard box. Not a good recipe when you're playing an offense as good as Brighton and Fulham. If you're going to be able to defend them, you have to be able to defend crosses. Brighton does that better than anybody in the Premier League. They're allowing the fewest crosses into their own penalty area of anybody in England. Also looks like Willian is going to be doubtful for Fulham, who's seemingly become their most dangerous player in space out wide. So this is a really, really good spot here for Brighton, who I have projected at -205. So give me my Seagulls at -140.
Your Seagulls, our Hammers. Anthony and I are on the same side. I like the money line of West Ham. They're plus 333, taking on Tottenham. The inconsistent Tottenham Hotspur show. They'll host West Ham, one of the better defensive teams in the Premier League outside of the big boys, and it's been that way for quite some time now. David Moyes has this defense firing on all cylinders, and as we say time and time again with Spurs, they are a styles make fights team, and they just suffer immensely when they play on teams that like to sit deep in low blocks and force Tottenham to take it to them. West Ham should eventually start trending up at some point this season. Maybe it starts at White Hart Lane on Sunday. Anthony, you can take us home.
They're definitely starting to trend up. Draw with Newcastle, draw with Chelsea. Now they get to play a worse team than both of them, and they're catching a half a goal. I like the Hammers as well. I'll take them plus a half as my best bet. You talked about why West Ham's trending up. I'll talk about why Spurs are just really, really bad right now. It's an injury crisis. Bentancur is out. Bissouma is out. Sessegnon and Lloris. There's major question marks across the pitch. But really, they're not getting the level of attacking production that they were in years past. And they went from a top 4 attack in the Prem to a middling one that has now conceded the most open play goals in the league and is middle of the pack in open play goals scored. They're facing one of the best set piece defenses in the league. Tottenham relies more on set pieces than anybody in the Prem. So there's a lot of concerns in this matchup. These two teams played earlier this year. It was pretty much a stalemate. I'm expecting more of the same. Still have question marks about both attacks here, but Tottenham is a one-man team. It's just Harry Kane. And if he's not producing, there's not much else to like. So give me West Ham plus a half.